losers. Dan, you watched it all. Give me your winner.
I thought Ty Simpson for the Rams. Thought he moved really well, settled into this game, got a ton of snaps, saw the field very cleanly, got the ball out of his hands. There was a lot that was within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage, kind of what that take what the defense is giving to you. But the way that he saw the field and cleanly operated, I think that was a really good start for him.
It feels like the question, and we'll be a little more deep into this one a little later, Nick, but the question is, where are the flaws with or the vulnerabilities with the Rams? And one of them could be, should the quarterback get hurt, they'll be depending on this guy who started so few college games.
Yeah, the age and experience of their starting quarterback could be a bit of a detriment, and the youth of their potential backup quarterback, that could be the challenge. So finding ways to make sure Simpson is ready, because this season, they're going for a championship, obviously, with the addition of Myles Garrett. If they lose their quarterback, that could be all up in smoke.
Plus Aaron Donald, who we'll get to in a minute here. Meanwhile, Graziano, you get the flip side. Give me a loser from the opening weekend of the preseason.
I felt like the Atlanta Falcons quarterback situation could be a problem. I don't like to put too much on preseason games, but if you were concerned about the possibility of Tua Tagovailoa winning the quarterback job in Atlanta by default because Michael Penix still isn't cleared for 11-on-11 work, and we're a couple weeks away from the season, the game this weekend did not assuage your concerns. Tua looked like he was having some trouble with the offense.
And I love the question on the screen. Do the Falcons have a problem at quarterback, Dan Orlovsky?
After preseason week one, yes. Sloppy football is sloppy football. I don't care what level, I don't care when it happens. This was sloppy all around from Atlanta's offense. Tua, the lack of protection, the fumbled snap, the ball not going past like 3 yards down the field. It was just overall a very poor performance. It's week one of the preseason. I get all that, but sloppy.
Yeah, I mean, and the quarterback problem was there before week one of the preseason. I think they're bringing in a whole new regime as far as the front office and the coaching staff. I think that they believe their quarterback is still in college right now, and they're going to make it through this season with the players that they have.
They have so much talent on that team.
I spent a lot of money on that run.
My old friend Mark Schlereth used to say, these games don't count, but they matter.
Sure.
And that was a tough start for Atlanta's quarterbacks. Nick, give me a winner from this weekend.
Caleb Downs.
Oh, yeah.
All of the Cowboys fans, because this guy is special. His ability in the slot to stay square and play this coverage, that was a big thing. Looking at Caleb Downs coming out of the draft, was he didn't have that ability. I didn't think that he could be a man-up type of guy. His ability to stay in front of these receivers. We saw him in coverage in practice against CeeDee Lamb. It gives this defense so much flexibility to be able to have a guy who's awesome against the run, awesome when you line him up in the box, and can still lock down in the slot against top-tier receivers.
So this Dallas defense, which is starting to resemble, dare I say, the 85 Bears, as they have agreed to a deal with the hometown kid, Von Miller, on a one-year contract. Miller, the pride of DeSoto High School in the Dallas suburbs, played college ball at Texas A&M. He's a Texas kid, and he comes into the season with more career sacks, 138 and a half, than any active player in the NFL. So let's just say it. This Dallas defense, which was the worst in the NFL all of last year, has made unimaginable additions. Look at the players they've added. We talked about Caleb Downs just a moment ago. They traded for Rashawn Gary. They re-signed, they lock up Quinnen Williams, the man in the middle, who's a terrific player. The draft picks of Malachi Lawrence, who also should not be forgotten in all of that. And now they add Von Miller, who you may think, oh, he's old, he's done. He had 9 sacks last year. So this feels to me like it could be a significant addition to a defense that feels like it should take marked steps forward.
It's a good addition. At this point in his career, 37 years old. Von Miller's a guy that plays about a third of the team's defensive snaps, but he has a role. You mentioned the 9 sacks for Washington last year. Obviously, that's significant. This is a young defense, a first-time coordinator who's also young. Like there's a lot of inexperience on that side of the ball. Von Miller coming in to join this group can only be a positive on the field and off. And I believe it says something about the improvements that Dallas has made on defense that he even wanted to go beyond that team.
I think it's a huge impact situationally. He had 9 sacks last year. He also only rushed less than 250 times.
Yeah.
The Cowboys had 9 sacks on third down last year as a team. Von Miller had 9. And so for a team that is going to score a ton of points on offense, more than likely have the opportunity to have some leads in the fourth quarter. This isn't the Rams signing Von Miller of 6 or 7 years ago, no. But this is situationally having a pass rusher that now you can pair with certain guys. Remember the addition of Malachi Lawrence that you mentioned in the first round, as Araku's going into year 2 as a pass rusher as well. So having Von Miller on that team with those 2 young players coming from the division, being with them for the whole season, this is I think this is a meaningful addition in Dallas.
He has a Hall of Fame name, and he certainly still has that Hall of Fame level get off. But he's a role player now. He's a situational player. I think accounting for the leadership that he offers to the young guys is something that I didn't consider. But I think you're right. In certain situations, you put Von Miller out there, he's going to get the attention of the defense, of the offense. And if they don't pay attention to him, he's going to get sacks. I don't think it changes how good or bad this defense is as a whole. But Dan's right. In certain situations, you need a guy to close a game out. You need a guy to put pressure. You need a guy to draw a double team. He's a guy who's going to be out there with a few snaps, being explosive and impactful.
You know what he is? You know, sometimes you go to a restaurant and you have a great meal. At the very end, they bring you just a little something at the end. Right? A little, like, here's a little mint with chocolate on it, or just a little something at the end. He's that piece. He's not. If you put him on a bad defense and say make them good, of course he's.
He was on it last year.
Anymore. That's what I mean.
And he had 9 sacks.
If he was on this Cowboy defense a year ago, it might not have mattered much. But this defense could be much better, and if so, then you are looking for little accent pieces.
Absolutely. And the other thing he's going to bring is energy. I mean, 37 years old. I was talking to him before the first game last year in Washington, and one of my questions was basically, like, what are you doing? You're going to walk into the Hall of Fame. Like, what? He said, I just love it. I love playing football, and I will do it as long as they will let me. And the Cowboys, this is a team he's always wanted to play for.
That's it.
I think he's going to be extremely fired up.
Hometown kid means a lot to him. The bottom line of it is, you made a point about how they're going to be in front in a lot of these games. Let me just show you very quickly. It was too short of a soundbite to bother playing it for you, so I'll just read it. Cindy, can we put up 838? They asked C.D. Lamb on the broadcast of their game with Seattle the other night what he and George Pickens could be, and he said very simply, the best ever. So, say it with your chest, CD.
Yeah.
There certainly is reason to think they could be as good as anybody in the league right now.
Yeah, they could. Could they match the T. Higgins, Jamar Chase combo in Cincinnati? Absolutely. If they get the George Pickens that we saw for 95% of the games last year. That is probably as big a question for me about Dallas is the defense.
What is?
George Pickens.
Sure.
What version of George do they get? We all know he is unbelievably talented, and last year was remarkable. There was a game or two when he just did not show up.
Right.
Is he as motivated this year as he was last year for the cash? Does he truly believe that if he goes out and has the same season this year that he did last year, he will get that $100 million contract? Because he didn't get it this year, and a lot of us thought he would. If they get that version of him, and Caleb Downs is who many people think he is, and Malachi Lawrence, the Cowboys are going to be in the playoffs.
And then Von Miller is making